Welcome back to beating Elden Ring with all 402 weapons, and today the magic wheel gave us Staff of the Great Beyond. But I've decided that I want to leave Staff of the Great Beyond as the final catalyst weapon, since it's the only thing that can cast both sorceries and incantations, so that will be the ultimate final spell run, where I'll use all my favorite spells. So, we had to spin the wheel again, but to honor the first spin, this time we spun a smaller wheel, which only had staffs and seals in it. And the smaller wheel gave us Dragon Communion Seal. A Dragon Communion Seal is my 9th sacred seal out of 12 in this series. You can get it from the very first hero's grave at the start of the game once you defeat a ghost banished knight. It buffs the Dragon Communion incants by 15% and it scales with Faith and Arcane. With seals and staffs, I've divided all damage dealing spells for each weapon, and the idea is to test all of the spells throughout this challenge. Dragon Communion Seal is a bit tricky, so bear with me for a second when I explain the situation. First of all, it's the largest spell school in the whole game, consisting of 16 spells, including 2 incantations from Bayle's Heart. Bayle's Heart works like a remembrance. You'll have to choose from 2 rewards, and you can only get 1 per new game cycle. So if I want to use both Bayle's incantations, I'll have to go New Game Plus, even if you can get the Dragon Communion Seal super early. For me, the spells matter more than the actual casting tool, so I indeed chose to do this run in New Game Plus. In addition to getting both of Bayle's incants, it allows me to get 2 seals, and offhanding another seal will buff my damage even further. Also, it allows me to get the Rock Hard buff from the beginning, and reach the requirements of the spells much easier. So all in all, I really think doing this run in New Game Plus makes more sense. At least if you want to maximize the damage, which I definitely wanted to do. Chat also had a very clever idea when it came to collecting and using all the spells, but I'll get to that in a bit. We chose Nagakeepa save file for the New Game Plus prep, and my first objective was to get my ass to Jagged Peak. Before climbing the mountain, I grabbed a painting in the Shadow Keep to be able to get Rock Hard on the way to Bayle. When you use Rock Hard, it buffs Dragon Communion incants by a whopping 20% for 60 seconds. Then it was time to beat Bayle, and I'll cut straight to the end of the fight because we'll fight him again later with the actual weapon of the day. After getting Bayle's Heart, I slaughtered a basic Jagged Peak Drake on the way to the Grand Altar for a basic Dragon Heart, because we are going to need a lot of them today. Chat told me that Bayle's Tyranny is cooler and more unique, but Bayle's Flame Lightning is the better version. So naturally I chose the cooler version for the beginning, and will come for Bayle's Heart again later, so we get the other spell too. From the DLC I also grabbed Talisman of the Dread to keep for New Game Plus, which actually is the only late game talisman for these spells. And next it was time to get the seal. It was pretty easy with max upgraded Nagakeepa. And then it was time for the spell collecting. Dragon Communion Incant has a lot of breath attacks, and each of them has a generic version and a special named version. The idea was to grab the generic ones before hopping to New Game Plus and start the run with just those, and of course 1 Bayle incant. And in New Game Plus we'll start collecting the named versions of the spells. To be able to get the spells, we needed a bunch of Dragon Hearts, so I beat Grail in a very challenging fight in exchange for 5 Dragon Hearts, and also Theodorix for 3 Dragon Hearts. And that was already enough to buy all the starting spells from the Dragon Communion Church. Let's buy some spells. Dragon Fire, Flintstone Breath, Rotten Breath, Dragon Ice, Dragon Claw, Dragon Maw. And finally, the New Game Plus prep was nearly done. I just grabbed a few memory stones, killed Rellana, grabbed a lava tier, respect for better suiting stats, which meant a shit ton of arcane, some faith and some mind, and then I sold my inventory as always before my New Game Plus runs. We equipped all spells except Bayle's Tyranny, and finally, after what has been one of the longest intros I've ever done, it was time to start the actual run. And oh boy, I can tell you it was a banger one. For new viewers, here are the rules of the challenge. But now sit back and enjoy the show. Looking at the spells, we have these 7. We still need to get all of these. Boom. The visuals are sick. Okay, surprisingly high damage already. How is that so much damage already? This is an upgraded seal in New Game Plus. Oh, fucking hell. I don't have any talismans yet. That was kinda crazy with the Dragon Maw. Yeah, and you can also charge these, but I'm just checking out the different visuals. Wait, was it Dragon Maw or Dragon Claw? I think it was Maw that I used before. That was also pretty good damage. Damn. Well, surprising damage already. Since I don't have any buffs yet, other than, of course, Rock Hard. Wait, what? You have to use Rock Hard again? Really? So I didn't actually use that. But yeah, that was kind of crazy damage, especially with Dragon Maw. Over 1k out of nowhere. Based on that, and the Hyper Armor, Super Armor information, I think Dragon Maw might be crazy good in Cant. And might be one of the best. Let's check this spell as well, I guess. I was kind of hoping for more damage, to be honest. Yep, well, there goes Deadless. These guys are too OP. Right, yeah, the runes. Well, whatever. We'll get there later. Also, shut up, Connect. So it was a lie. The memory stones do not respawn. We're missing the Celovis one, the Demi-Human Queen, and the other Liurnia one. Actually, if we are killing all dragons, Makar is one of them, and we could go to Altus through Makar. I just might do that. What do we level is the question. I could get to 33 mind with the Great Rune, it's 38. Which is like really good. Then I could go back to leveling Arcane, yeah. Nice. A second seal. Peak. I think what I wanna do is basically almost decide beforehand whether I'll use like magic spells or fire spells or lightning spells or physical damage spells. And based on that, use the correct talismans and physic tiers. But there's so many working talismans and physic tiers, of course. I guess we'll try out different spells. Also with the topes. Radagon would be probably pretty good. It's just I like my damage buffing talismans too much. I don't know if I have room for that, but we'll see. Let's upgrade the seal first of all, and then we can start collecting some spells, I guess. I could also get Golden Bow and Howl already as well, but those will take 2 more slots. I guess I should collect all the memory stones, all the remaining memory stones as well. My god. I had so much money, over 1 million, but now I don't have money to upgrade. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Well, I do have money to upgrade, I just don't have money to buy the stones, but I'll get some before him. There we go, +4. I actually might want to get the physic tiers first. I want magic tier, fire tier, and lightning tier. Is Bayle still running magma damage? I would think so. It probably does get buffed by Talisman of the Dread. Yeah, I don't have a magma breath yet. I'll soon start collecting some more spells, but I'm actually... Well, there's a lot of things we're gonna need to collect. Not bad. Do the stomp. Not this one. Can you do the what attack? You usually always spam it. What? Finally. Okay, yeah, that's also cinema. Holy shit, but I'm dead. Almost. Yeah, I don't know how effective that spell is in reality, but man, it looks cool. Oh. Yeah, buddy. Sick. Okay, that's fired him. While we're here, we should probably get one of the memory stones. I mean, this guy is also just right here. I'll save the spell collecting for later. I wanna get some more buffs before we start killing dragons. Now, do I remember the locations of the turtles? Not that well. Slight overkill, mayhaps. Any guesses how long will this run take in total? Including base game and DLC and all dragons. And all the setup. I wanna say maybe 12 hours. I don't know, the boss kills themselves are gonna be fast, so maybe it will be sub 10 hours. Okay, magic tier and also lightning tier. I don't know if you can sneak up on this Earth avatar. Some of the Earth avatars are weird and you can't actually sneak up on them at all. Like, even if you are behind them, they will notice you when you go close. And yeah, howl. I'm not hitting all of them, but I'm hitting some of them for some reason. That's rather interesting. Yeah. Pretty sure you can't sneak behind this guy. It's like almost all Earth avatars. Oh, that is funny. Fuck it. Oh, of course, I miss. Okay, I thought the range is better. Even with kukkuris, that wouldn't work. Like, the way Earth avatars work, if you go close enough, they spot you anyways. No matter which way you are facing or they are facing. Yeah, plus 4 seal, so that's kinda insane. Kinda insane. This is Nuke and Plus as well, of course. Yep, okay, these spells are quite something. Holy shit. Where to next is the question. We have so many things to do. I think what I wanna do is get to Aldous to be able to get Golden Bow. Also another memory stone. Also, yeah, I should get a raw medallion. I don't have that yet. The thing is, before I kill Margit, I can only use one talisman. Wow. Yeah, piss off. I don't know if the AoE works properly. It looks like it should kill all of them, basically there, but I think I only killed like 1 or 2. I should also kill Margit soon, I think, to be able to use 2 talismans. There's so many early game talisman options. Shit. Nice. There's raw medallion. Let's do magic and fire for now. I did remember to use rock hard there, yes. I'm starting to get the habit of the buffs, which is right now physic. Rock hard. Howl of Sapriri. Let's try to frost him. My fantasies. Oh shit. Wow. Yeah. Love that. Love that random bush. Yeah, easy. Actually easy frostbite. Oh shit. That is good damage for sure. Also, I think I forgot to change the talisman. Yeah, I did. Oops. Oops. Noise. Honestly not bad, since this is still just +4. It will be +4 for quite a while. That's not where I wanna go. Let's go grab Golden Vow and another Memory Stone right now. 5 Scorpion Charm is here as well, yeah. Another thing we need. And obviously we're gonna kill the Magma Worm later. There's like a million things we're gonna do today. It's crazy. It's almost like a 100% run. Well, obviously not even close, but we're gonna do hundreds of times, or like 100 times more things than usually. Dragon maxing indeed. Yeah, this run is definitely more complicated than almost any other run. Right, yeah. I forgot to check the FP cost, which is kinda naughty. I should maybe even drink Blue Flask after using Hull every time. Good damage though still. Also, I'm very fragile. The reach seems to be pretty good with Dragon Maw and Dragon Claw as well. There's another memory stone. Bruh. Yeah. Didn't even have Howl active there. Well, that's actually just faster. I didn't have that much runes. What's next? Maybe Margit, actually. What do we use against Margit? Should we use physical ingots now? Although, for that I should get Leda, so... Kinda wanna blow Margit with Bayle's Tyranny as well. I think I'm gonna do that, actually. How much is Magma Talisman again? Is it 10 or 15%? Right, yeah. It's 15% first of all, and yeah, it buffs the whole thing, is it? Interesting. Okay. Physic. Rock Hard. Golden Vow. Howl. Blue. And here we go. That is funny.
Thou art of passing skill.
Again.
Tarnished.
Might be better if I get knocked out of it. Yeah. I mean, these spells are quite good. But yes, also, that was a lot of buffs. Something I never do. Which obviously matters for the damage as well. Oh yeah, it's Nick Plus, and the weapon is only +4. So definitely decent, all things considered. And I mean, of course, with incants, how I should do things is always compare the incants to other incants. That's the best comparison point. It's the same amount of buffs, and yeah, in terms of damage, I should definitely compare to other incant runs. So far, it's pretty darn awesome, I must say. Equip Raw Medallion, but let's go get Blue Dancer now, and then also Flock Canvas immediately, I think. Yeah, it is hard to combat melee weapons and any spell weapons or spell runs, whether it's incants or sorceries. Playstyle is so different. I get different buffs, but also, I don't know. It's not that deep at the end of the day. And since we are mainly rating how much fun I'm having anyways, it works. Kinda hard to compare. I forgot the buff first. Well, I can still do it here, because the golem is stupid. Damn it. Nice. There's blue dancer. And let's already get flock canvas. Then we will collect some spells. Because after flock canvas I'll have all the early game buffs I can get, I think. Physic. Rock hard. Wow. Howl. And let's fuck. Solid. Get it? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. The thing with the breath attacks is there's no poise. There's no super armor, there's no hyper armor. It's problematic at times. There we go, yeah, it does have amazing range once you get to actually use it. Yeah. Really. Bonk. I definitely have to do some Dragon Maw only kills as well. It's quite something. Alright, yeah, Stone Buff could also work. How's the stance damage with one of those? It's like, of course, for those spells there's no damage buff tier. 45 is crazy. Like, actually crazy. Hello. I did not imagine it ending like this. And he is telling me that this spell is not even as good as the other Bayle spell. It's kinda crazy. Some of the spells are so strong they would maybe deserve like a run of their own. Like Dragon Maw only run, for example. I love this spell. Alright, there's Flock Canvas as well. Let's start collecting some spells. Yeah, the damage alone is quite good. Even without the rod proc. Okay, nice. Yeah, bye. I used the wrong talismans as well. Oops. I keep forgetting to go for the right talismans.
You must not forget, though, those who partake in Dragon Communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for Dragon, their yearning only worsens until the floodgates burst.
Yeah, about that.
Unleashing eternal torment. Wow. You've succumbed to system. It's better that I finish you here.
How did I whiff? Okay. That's crazy. Karma is a bitch. Let's fight Smerak next, I guess. Right, yeah, fire won't be amazing right now. It's too physical, I guess. Ah, such. Yeah, it's crazy how It has super armor, it has really good damage, and it has really high voice damage. Like, what the fuck? Guess it's the Lion's Claw of spells. Pretty nuts. Okay, there goes Marag. Exykes next. Fire here for sure, yeah. Agile's Flame. Boom. So this one deals more damage, but it's less FP efficient. You can jump cast. Oh. That's actually interesting. Spice Marag's Glintstone Breath as well. I should maybe use the fire spell here, Agile's spell actually, and not Bayle's spell. But Romina will be better than Flock Canvas actually. Yep. Alright, damage, I'm ashamed. Jesus Christ. Much less. With that one. Don't fly away. Thank you very much. Yeah, Agile's Flame was pretty good here. Once again, the Sneak and Plus and the seal is only +4. I have 2 talismans. Excited to see the damage when I get all the buffs and max upgraded seal. That's Exykes down. Now I guess we can kill the Magma Worm for the Magma Breath thing. There we go. Oh yeah, we can also now use Marag's Breath. Probably going to start using the named spells from now on. Can you jump off the horse? Well, it's jump off the horse. I'm pressing X like crazy. Jump off the horse. Jesus. What the hell was that? This spell is also kind of crazy though, I gotta say. Cinema. Fucking hell. Oh god. He has piercing attack, it seems. Yeah. It is really cool. I love these spells, I gotta say. Actually makes you feel like a dragon. Once again, I had wrong talismans. I keep forgetting to swap the talismans. I was using Fire Scorpion. I should have used Flock Canvas. I'm like actively nerfing myself as well, but I can't notice it because the damage is high no matter what. It's kind of crazy. Now, is there any use for this spell is the question. Over Agile's Flame. It's magma, I guess, so it will work with magma talisman. That's that. I think it's finally time to get Grail's Raw. Time to get to 99 Arcane next. Although maybe some Vig wouldn't hurt. Like getting 60 Vig is maybe more important than 99 Arcane actually. Yeah, we need more blue here. Wait, did I get the rot? Yes. And frost immediately as well. Maybe resetting frost for once is useful. If this even works. Get that damage go. Yeah, definitely ride it for once. Was faster than some bleed weapons. Boo. Rails Raw. Now that one takes multiple slots as well, I think. Plus, what does it actually even do? It's like... Does it debuff? Debuff decreases the enemy's attack by 15% and defense by 10% for 60 seconds, apparently. Not bad. I don't know how often it is useful, because my damage is so high anyways. Is it actually worthwhile using Rails Raw first to get even higher damage? Or not? Because it takes some time to use that spell, of course. It's not the quickest spell. Well, none of these are quick, I guess. So I think we have all the spells we can get right now. So that means we can actually progress in the game. Kill Godrick next, maybe. There's still 5 more spells we need to get. Let's get some big first. Alright, what about Godrick? What do we do here? We have so many options now again. How many memory stones can I get even? I can only get 1 more, I guess. Yeah. For that I need to kill Loretta first. Maybe go with Flock because it works with every talisman, and Roar because it works with most I'm going to use here. Now, this is the wrong spell as well. That was Rotten Bread, not Excites the game. Well, not that it really matters, I guess. Yeah, didn't even use Blue Dust Charm for Dragon Maw. I changed my mind in the middle of the fight. I wanted to use the Maw, but I had Raw Medallion and not Blue Dust Charm. Like, I don't know if I've fought a single enemy yet with like actual optimal build. I keep using wrong talismans each fight, but it keeps not mattering, basically. Because I'm still destroying, but... It'll get better soon when I can equip all 4 talismans, so... There was like no voice left in me. Maybe because it's 3 hours into the run. That was the latest cost of weeks ever. Also, watch this. I disagree. Difficult game for adults. Damn. Time for Radahn. Well, we can go +6 first of all. That's nice. And honestly, yeah, I'll go +6 first, but then I'll kill Loretta and get the final memory stone I'm missing. Oh, okay. That's crazy. I actually got stunlocked and ganked by a dog and a guy with a fucking lantern. And I didn't get the grace. That's one of the most insane deaths I've actually witnessed. And I've witnessed a lot. They can keep my runes after that. That is +6. Okay, very good. What do we do with Radahn is the question. He actually does give huge openings. We can do whatever we want. Rot would be kind of lore accurate too, so maybe start with Rot and then... I would, maybe like, yeah, maybe Rot and then Dragon Maw, because I want to see if I can get a stagger and 1 cycle. That stagger would be very helpful. Although I might deal too much damage with Rot and then not get the stagger with Dragon Maw, because I still need to do multiple Dragon Maws. But still might do that. But anyways, even before that, we're gonna do other things. I'm also getting Storm Barb, I think. Magma and Fire Scorpion Charm, I guess. I was hoping for it to not one-shot me, and it didn't. Run for your life! Jump! Fucking pots, man. Yeah, I was fine until the pot blocked me. Nice. Well, that one shoots me. Nice. Okay, maybe, yeah. As I was saying earlier, Grail's Roar might not always be reverted, honestly. Shit. Why am I even going close to him? I guess I can shoot him from afar. Could it reach from here? Surely not. Not quite. Okay, okay. Nearly one-shot him this time. Yeah. There we go. Just needed some optimization. Even Opaline might be needed. We'll see. Time to get the final memory stone. When I'm fully committing on physical spells, then I should use Opaline and Stone Barb, I guess. Yeah, Howl is the reason why I take so much damage. Howl is the glass in this cannon. This spell is fucking quite something.
Yes, I have called.
Together.
Together! Here's the final memory stone. Yes, sir. Now finally Radahn after all those side quests. And I haven't equipped my Great Rune. Well, I have died so many times, so it's maybe a good thing I didn't equip this earlier. I don't know how I feel about Grail's Roar. Like, is it actually worth it to use it or no? Blue Dancer and Flock Canvas. Yeah, it does kind of feel like it's slowing me down. There's so many buffs to do anyways, and that one you need to actually do right next to the boss, and it's not quick. No, no, no. No FP, I was spamming that fucking spell. Gonna do that again because that was so dumb. I was spamming the skill, I was like, yeah. So many times before I realized that I don't have mind to actually cast. Crazy damage though. Like the raw alone almost killed him. I could just rot raw twice. Oh, but again, I didn't... Yeah, the mind problem. I forgot about that completely. I am stupid. I keep forgetting how much FP I'm consuming. How these spells consume. Didn't even realize where he was. Oh well, whatever. That works. One cycle would have definitely been possible. I forgot about the FP problem. I definitely wanted to one phase, yes, but not about to restart again. After seeing the damage with Exarch's Decay, I thought like, well, I might as well just do 2 fully charged Exarch's Decays and kill him. But I forgot that I need to drink blue to be able to do that. Insane damage. A couple of talismans we can get. We can get Magic Scorpion, we can get Lightning Scorpion. We can get Ritz Sword. Will I ever use Lightning Scorpion though? Maybe later. Yeah, there is something funny about one-shotting, I can't lie. I guess Magic Scorpion might be the last talisman I need.
Please.
No DTS. That's all talismans, I think, finally. Most of these were quite easy to get, actually. Well, we'll see if I want Radagon Icon later, but probably not. Well, if we're gonna go full magic here, I might as well do like magic and Opaline, actually. Yes, Opaline will actually work pretty well. Raw and Magic Scorpion, I guess. It's kinda stupid. It is kinda stupid, I gotta say. Like, yeah, the frost proc was good there. I'm not even sure whether it was needed, though. Even with, like, the rot and frost roars, the status proc isn't even the most damage you get. You actually seem to get more damage, more raw damage with those spread attacks. The status proc is just an extra. It's insane. What about Goldfrey? I think I wanna do physical damage here, actually. Stomp Up and Opalani, yes. Blue Dance, Flock Canvas, and Ritsu Sword, I guess. Jeez. Wow. Freaking 2-shot. I was worried if my Stone Barb will run out, and so it did not really matter if my Stone Barb ran out or not. I'm going to 2 shots, so the stance damage really doesn't even matter. Yeah, also Dragon Maw has so much lower FP consumption. Yeah, I didn't even really realize it before, like, compared to the raw attacks, the breath attacks. This spell is fucking insane. I really would want to do Dragon Maw only run, I think. It's funny how there's so many strong spells. Kinda insane. Okay, well, you know, well, now we can go 4 talismans. First of all, that's great. That's great. And usually with Morgott, what we do with strong seals is we test out different spells. Morgott is an excellent test subject. So I think that's what I'm gonna do here as well. If I'm using the Maw only, there really isn't a 4th damage buffing talisman, I guess. Blue Dancer, Flock Canvas, Ritsu Sword. And what? Right, yeah, the other incant buffing thing. I forgot. How do you even get that? Is it in, like, it's close to Celia, right? When did I start using buffs? I've always used buffs with incant runs. I'm allowed to use incant buffs with Sacred Seals. But only in these runs, so there's not that many in total. Oh, okay. Okay. Can you... Even dodge that. What are these rats? Jeez. Yeah, of course buffing also slows down the run and, like, complicates things. Grabbing a hammer and bonking your way through the bosses is obviously much faster. This run would have been very slow and long anyways, even if I didn't buff. And yes, I would say it's nice variety. He dodged. A cheater. Hit him. Okay, well now we have full damage with Dragon Maw as well. Time to do experimenting with Morgott. Should I save? I kinda think we should save Maw as the last one actually, because it's probably gonna be the strongest one. Let's leave it as the last one. Let's start with fire. These 4, I guess, is the best combination of talismans. Like... yeah. That I thought might be one of the weakest ones. Well, let's check Magma Breath now. Flock Canvas to Talisman of the Dread, I guess. I mean, the Magma is funny, but why would I actually use that over Agil's Flame? Is my question. It's stupid, but I would want to try both the Ice Breath and Smaragds separately. Let's go with Smaragd though. Magic. And then Magic Scorpion. Flock Canvas. Ritual Sword or Raw Medallion, yes. I mean, yeah, kinda similar to Achilles' Flame. I didn't really spot much of a difference in terms of damage. Both just insane. Achilles' Flame, but blue flavored, yeah. Well, it would be exactly the same with the Frost, but I would just get Frost proc. Kinda curious to see just Exotics, because we can go Blue Dancer with that, which is kinda huge actually. Still significantly less damage than fire or magic. Nonetheless, 2 casts is still clearly enough to kill. Right, yeah, no physic buff. True. Alright, what about Bayle's spell? Flame and Lightning, and then Magma Talisman, Flock Canvas, Ritual Sword, and Fire Scorpion, right? Oh, that's so cinema. Also, look at that FP cost. You would think that much more FP. For a spell like that. I love that spell as well. It's crazy. Even the picture here with this incant looks so sick. Alright, now, last but not least, Dragon Maw. Quite a bit different though. Also, we don't get the elemental tier buff. Oh, Creole as well here. Yeah, not a bad idea actually. We can shackle twice after all. Alright, and Blue Dancer, Flock Canvas, Ritual Sword, Faithful Canvas. Yes. Thank you, Morgott. Yep, there was a couple of ways to just absolutely cheese Morgott. Not even face transition move at all with Dragon Maw. I always enjoy testing out different spells against Morgott. So, we can immediately get some new spells as well. We can get Borealis Mist and Theodoric's something. And 2 new spells, also +9 next. Borealis is right here, but let's grab some benign before that. Yeah, +9 is amazing actually. Achilles' Flame. I'll take Bayle's Tyranny as well. Also, I guess with that, let's go Lightning. Are we getting to 60 Vig next? That would probably be worth it, yes. There we are. I forgot to check the talismans again. Well, these are fine, but not optimal by any means. Yeah. These are insane, I gotta say. Maybe I would have been able to one-shot with correct talismans, I don't know. At least I would have got closer. Ooh. Being able to 2-shot just editing is silly. It's pretty silly. And now we get quite a strong spell, I would imagine. I don't actually know, but this should be stronger than the first spell we currently have. Is it stronger than Smaragd's Breath? I don't know. But there we go. Weaker than Smaragd's? Okay. Well, there is Frost, of course, but the damage of the Smaragd Breath seems to be so high. I don't know actually if the Frost even ends up mattering in most cases, but that does look cool. I guess we need to go to Consort Snowfields. I might just roll with the same setup actually here. Yeah, let's do that. I liked it against Borealis. In terms of talismans, let's actually think about this, not just run to the fight like last time. On this thing for the Bayle incant, and also just Fire Scorpion. Yeah, should be even higher damage. Like, I didn't actually use optimized talismans against Borealis there. Let's see. Boom! Okay, it worked. I just almost died though, but it's fine. And then just use this from range while he's doing this. Yeah, no biggie. Boom! Hell yeah. What a trade. I love how this thing has hyper armor as well, like pretty good hyper armor. I was not knocked out there at all. It's almost always worth it to trade with this spell, at least with these buffs. I don't know how I didn't even know that these spells are this busted. It's kind of crazy. This is making me want to do the rerun with Dragon Companion Incants even more. Like, both sets of dragon spells are maybe the most fun I've had in this game. The thing is, they are super powerful, there's variety, and they are just cinema. The style is off the roof. That's another important thing for me. Oh shit. Oops. Didn't mean to actually do that. Well. Sorry, Albus. Gotta go today. I've succumbed to madness, as Yura would say. Also, when looking at both of these, like Dragon Gold incantations and Dragon Companion incantations, that's why I always say that incants are so much, well, first of all better, but also just much more fun to use than sorceries. There is no sorceries that can match these, at least in terms of style. That nothing comes even close. And the feeling you get when you use this, it's unbeatable. Also, of course, the sheer amount of buffs you can use to buff the Dragon Companion Seal and the Dragon Gold incantations is crazy, especially with the DLC additions. Yeah, the different damage types also play a huge part. Why these are so enjoyable and also so strong. Alright, TO, let's do Stormbard and Upperline. I like it how I have so many spell slots, but I actually, at this point, I'm not needing all of them. I prefer this, I prefer changing the spells for each boss, because otherwise there's just too many spells. Blue Dancer Flock, kind of a Stritzer Sword, Fate. Actually, I could use Raw Medallion for the Rot Breath, yeah, I'll do that. I could just cheese him from here, to be honest. It seems. Did I even get Rot? No. Oh, fucking hell, okay, he was still able to hit me. Oops. No Rot proc though. Well, there we go. Dragon more to finish off, I guess. Oh, almost. Will I get that? I will. Dragon more to finish off, basically, although the rods actually finished the job. That's the reward. I guess I want to go back to the runes still. That's the thing, this is a true glass cannon build. Like, I can sometimes one-shot bosses, sometimes 2-3 shot, but I can also get one-shot myself quite easily even. Well, this one actually makes sense over Agile's Flame. Magma Breath didn't feel great compared to Agile's Flame, but... What about Theodoric's Magma? I don't know, I kind of feel like I like Agile's Flame better, but I'll still try this somewhere. Now we can actually progress again. Fire Giant next. What do we do against him? magic, maybe because I've done physical and fire today already. Also, I was using Opaline earlier against Theo. It didn't matter, I still got one shot. I kinda wanna use Borealis Mist, although he's very weak to... I mean, very resistant to frost. Magic Scorpion, Flock Canvas, Ritual Sword, and Roar, yes. It would be very nice if I could break the shackle with Grail's Roar, I think. It might actually be possible. Excellent. I did not get the frost though. I'm not sure whether I hit the weak point there or not. I mean, the frost broke really... Yeah, at this point I should just use this because I did nothing with the frost broke. Fucking hell, okay. It's just stupid. That wasn't really even optimized because I went for the frost. I should have just used Smaragd's Breath. That was insane. Well, that works too. That was obviously beautiful. I'm just actually a little bit annoyed that I didn't just use Smaragd's Breath. The thing is, you can even stack more damage if you use Terra Magicka with Smaragd's Breath. Wow. Yeah, it's not even plus 10 yet. Well, it's plus 9, but... Yeah, I do wonder whether I just want to use Smaragds again against Godskin Duo. Something... Well, most of the spells, I guess, hit both no matter what. I think Bayle's Explosion would be funny too, but Smaragds can probably get the most damage. Maybe even have chance for one cycle. Let's get Infinite FP here. I am curious to see if that makes any difference. He's crawling back. He's scared. Can't blame him. Can't blame him. Yeah. Let's try Infinite FP tier and Magic tier here. Try to slip them together, but it doesn't even need to be exactly next to each other. That'll work just fine. Also talismans, oops. Actually I have the right ones because I forgot to change for the tree spirit there. Nice. Oh, I'm stupid. I drank the physic too early. Shit. Let's try it again. This time actually with the infinite FP. Here we go. Yeah, it's too slow. I figured. It takes a while before you can cast again. You know, yeah, let's try Grail. Don't move too much. Might be still fine. Now I can't hit them both because there's a pillar. Oh! Well, maybe I can. Let's see. How? I missed. Like, okay. Now maybe I didn't miss, but I just killed them too quickly now. So the second cast didn't fully like actually hit them anymore because they were dead. You know, I made the exception with Dancing Blade of Rellana as well to be able to get one cycle Godskin Duo. I can do it here as well. Not sure whether it's enough alone though. Fair fight. Boom. Plus 10. Now with plus 10 I wanna see if I don't even need Roar for one cycle. Oh! So freaking close. Damn. I'll take it. I'll take it though. I have so many other boss fights I'm gonna do. I can't be asked to optimize things here. Like, it would be possible with maybe a little bit more faith. Even Arcane, I guess. I could get higher faith than Arcane for higher damage, or just damage them a bit before sleeping them with editing. And one cycle is easy there. Yeah, some of these definitely aren't even any fights. At this point I'm almost min-maxing and trying to get one cycles. Like one shots even. I'm also going to use Placis Incantias. We are actually getting it now. I do worry that it won't be as great, but I still want to see it of course and try it out. And then actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the DLC now. With a plus 10 seal and the last base game spell achieved, I wanna get to the DLC and get the final spells as well. And I especially wanna use Placis' spell against Bayle. And of course we can use Bayle's spell against Placi, so that's perfect. Fire and lightning just because I wanna use Bayle's spell a lot here. So for talismans, this thing, Flock Canvas, Rich Sword. Actually, Fire Scorpion, yeah. I think I'm gonna only use Bayle's Tyranny actually. Maybe hit with Grail's Roar as well for even higher damage, because I should have time to use that in the beginning here. Excellent RNG actually for me. At least so far. Can't fly away. That works. Not sure whether I fully hit him though. Oh. Yeah, pretty cool that I was able to hit him there. Oh! Even while he was already gone. I love this spell. And didn't work this time. Oops. Now I might be late for this. Okay, I made it. Oh fuck, am I dead? Not yet. One more. Boom! And Bayle finishes the job. Right, finishes the job. Obviously, most of my buffs ran out there, but I was having too much fun to actually rebuff. Cinema. Placidusax Ruin. I mean, the image alone is sick, just like Bayle is to run him. You know what? It's time to get revenge. Okay, was that even the full thing? I got interrupted by this. Okay. Doesn't seem to get super armor though, which is kind of a shame. With a spell like this. This guy is just too good. He's blocking it. That was insane though. Visually just... wow. But why the fuck does this not have super armor? Yeah, there we go. That was the full thing, I guess. So, is the first part lightning damage then? Like this one over here, and then the rest is just fire. The laser is so sick, I gotta say. Okay, interesting. So, I would imagine most of it is actually fire damage then. Now what? Mohg, actually. We have every base game spell after almost 6 hours. The only things I don't have are Ghost Flame Breath and Bayle's Flame Lightning. And I'll get them next. I mean, Mohg is another one that we could easily test different spells. I know there's has to be multiple ways to one-cycle him. Dodge this. Bitch. It's fun though. Even if it doesn't get as many buffs, which is really, it really is a shame. I'm gonna start with Agile's Flame against Mohg. For once, actually maybe see bad damage. Okay. Fire always sucks here, but does Agile's Flame actually suck? Time to find out. Yeah, it sucks. For once, it's not good damage with these spells. But now the difference with that and Smaragd's Breath will be quite something. That's one way to one cycle. I also want to see physical though. Then I'm done with Mohg. Ooh, I could do, yeah, let's do Grail's Roar. Just like with Morgott. Shackle, Grail's Roar, Shackle again, and more. With 5k with one hit. It's okay. The crazy thing is it has very high stance damage apparently, but I never get to see that stance damage because the base damage is so high that bosses always die before I get a single stagger. I guess if I were to go like super high new game cycle, new game +7, then the stance damage would matter. Okay, now we're in the DLC. What we're gonna do is... I do want to collect some fragments to be able to get higher blessing level against Bayle, I think. Also there's 60 weak with the Great Rune, so we can now go 99 Arcane. This would be fine, man, but I still want to maximize the damage, you know. Now Rellana, maybe even pure physical, like Dragon Maw against Rellana. I mean, there's a lot of time during the phase transition, of course, to do whatever. Maybe even Placidusax. But Dragon Maw maxing sounds fun, I gotta say. Simple 10k. That's okay. Check. Yeah, that's the problem with that spell. Fuck. So annoying, actually. Well, I tried. I guess I should have used it immediately. It's so good as well. I've been strafing with the Radagon more, which is crazy. Oh, nice. Oh, didn't jump gas, right? Maybe that would have worked. Damn. Actually, yeah, I didn't think about that. Shit. Now I can't even quit out anymore. Maybe that would have worked. That's very sad. I didn't think about it, and now, if I realized early, I would have quit out actually to try that out. Oh well. It's kinda nuts how against Rellana as well, I didn't even get hit that much by using Dragon Maw. Because I strafed somehow. That attack. Keeps surprising me how insane that spell is. It makes me actually want to do Dragon Maw only run at some point. Alright, now the Bayle. And the last two spells. We should be able to just buy Ghost Flame Breath. I'm gonna also try that, but apparently it's basically pointless. Still use it somewhere for maybe interesting visuals. Ancient Dragon Man versus an actual Dragon Man. Good fight. Funny enough, that was actually a good trade. Although I got hit so badly. This spellman. Well, against Bayle, I'm going to use Placid's spell, at least as a finisher. Maybe that might be the only time, because I don't know if I have time to use it, and I'll just get knocked out of it, sadly. Ghost Flame Breath. I mean, sick new visuals is always nice, but yeah. If it's both worse Frost than Borealis and worse damage than Smaragds, then it's just kinda useless, I guess. Level 180. Time for Bayle. I mean, okay, what do we do here then? Kinda want to do Borealis because I haven't used it much. Get Dragon Maw in there, and of course Placidusax. And that's full because this one takes 3 slots. Should be Cinema. Try my best to use Placid's spell as well. I'm surprised I was able to use the full thing. Didn't hit at first, but still. Cinema. Can I? Nah. Shit. Please let me use this. There we go. Well, that's Cinema again, but not very effective. Jesus, this is hectic. Why do you keep doing the shorter version? Oh my fucking god, he's outplaying me major time. This is why we use more. He's not allowing me to fucking cast. Oh, he jumps away. And now I'm out of FP, of course. Okay, he's just better. Yeah, I forgot how fucking hyper aggressive he is. Be able to cast at all because he knocks me out of them all the time. Yeah, Bayle is still tough. Yeah, failed the first dodge. Freaking 910 is goes nuts. Not already. Freaking early phase transition. Now that was too much damage. Too much damage, so he entered second phase before I was able to get the stagger. Stop jumping away when I'm trying to stagger. Fuck off, mate. But not that early. Okay. Just don't know the timing with that attack at all. Stop doing that! It's so annoying. Wow. Oh, I can never get that stagger. And I'm dead again. That's why Bayle is so much better than Placid. Of course, it flew away. We really need to use Placid's spell here to finish, but the other option is to stagger and use it during the fight at some point. But yeah, I'm dead. I hate when he does that. Sometimes he doesn't, quite often he does do the follow-up jump, I guess. Is it finally time to end this? Oh, piss off. Curse you, Bayle! Freaking finally. Yeah, easy first time. Worth it. Worth it to hunt for that finisher. Yeah, it's really it's a shame that there's no hyper armor with the skill. Like, all that could have been fixed with the Placidusax Ruin having some hyper armor. That was kind of messy. I did not expect to fight Bayle that many times. He's tough. He's tough. Final incant. Bayle's Flame Lightning. Imagine this was actually the big laser attack. Instant frame drop before I even casted it fully. Is it actually just that? I mean, it's kinda cool, but what the fuck is that? Give me more. Give me more. Oh yeah, it definitely is kinda like Maw and Claw together, but with cooler cooler visuals. You were right about that. Like that compared to this. Well, although this sucks. This is cinema. I was kinda hoping for a similar attack to this, but Bayle's version. All spells acquired. We can now finish base game. What do we do against melee? Do we use the new shiny spell? Maybe. Is it more fire or lightning? Lightning is biggest, okay. Let's do all cinema spells here. Cinema spells only. Do I really want to do that against melee? Let's take one backup spell, I guess. Which will be more. Yeah, exactly. Minimaxing the 3-shot instead of 3-shotting. All that, and I wouldn't be able. I couldn't even kill him. That's kind of crazy. One of the best get-off-me spells, or things in the whole game, I think. Lightning Scorpion. Now we have all elemental Scorpion charms. Well, actually we don't have Sacred, but we don't need that. What could go wrong? We should kill this guy, actually, to buff in peace. I think my first Slagger with Dragon Ball. I'm not buffing, so I didn't kill the boss first. Oh, wow! Well played. Well fucking played. See? Kick up Rain. I bonged him with the seal to be able to push him first, to not whiff. Surely that was the only working strat there. No way, I almost... fucking classic. Classic spell pisses me off, actually. The Placidusax spell pisses me off. Why is there no hyper armor? There we go, 4k, not bad. Okay, now I hit properly with that, with all my buffs active as well. Shit, I just don't want to trade with this. Oh, that works. Okay. Oh, that's a 3-shot. Okay, fuck Placidusax spell. There's like multiple options here for sure. I really only get one good chance. If I quit out, I won't get the monologue anymore. So I really have to choose which spell to use here. I'm actually choosing more, not claw, more. Maybe not a cinematic, but I want to see how close can I get to one-shot. This is definitely the highest one-hit damage we can get, I think. And I want to see it. Although there would be many, many very good options here.
To stand before in my bones.
And that is why we more. An actual one-shot. One hit and one-shot. I wonder if Bayle's Tyranny or Flame Landing would have been able to do the same. Maybe. So what do we do against Godfrey is the question still. Maybe Tio, yeah. I was just kind of saving Tio for like Gaius or Romina. But maybe it's time. Oh, I forgot you can't jump cast that. Yeah, seems to be a great spell. Just failing to hit with it. Thought you can jump cast that though, would have been so much better here if you could, like... Especially for that. Starting move. Decided this spell is not good here. I'll do magic. Haven't done that in a while. Of course, he's gonna do it now when I already cast. Classic. Okay, that didn't work the way I hoped. Even without the correct buffs, more is insane damage. Wow, really? Okay, bro. More might be just the best option against these late game aggressive bosses because, I mean, ability to trade is pretty darn amazing. Nice. Yeah, let's try Theos again here. Maybe Placidusax against Elden Beast. There might be time there. Oh yeah, I forgot to. Oh, okay, yeah. Could have got so much better damage against Godfrey, but I forgot to change the talismans. I was using the magic breaths, but I was using fire talismans. Oops. I'm not sure whether Ritual Sword was even active, so Flock Canvas Talisman might have been the only talisman buff in the magic breath there. That's the thing, like, once again, I didn't even notice. I had a thought that, okay, well, maybe the damage isn't as good here, for some reason. I was missing half the buffs. Well, now, all the fire buffs, yes. And let's try Theos. Okay. That's semi-okay. Actually, 7k damage. That's not terrible, although I would have gotten so much better damage with other spells. That hitbox is weird, man. Okay. Freaking brilliant. Not sure if I'm a fan of Bayle's Flame Lightning. I mean, it might be similar kind of hitbox than Dragon Maw, but I seem to miss with it. Well, that was actually just better. I didn't realize I didn't do the follow-up last time. Okay, now I'm kinda glad I died. Now I'm kinda glad I died against Elden Beast because I forgot there was a follow-up, which you can cast pretty much instantly. Wow, okay. Maybe I should have cast again. Just kill him there, actually. Shit, I definitely should have done that. I thought I didn't have time, but maybe I would have had. Oh no, no mana to do the follow-up. Man. Once again, mana problems. Otherwise, a big fight. GG's. Radagon kill was. Radagon kill was insane. Yeah, I don't know if we can call that a one shot because I did do a follow up, so I think it was actually technically a two shot. I needed to click twice as well, so more like a two shot. I could have been even faster Elden Beast if I optimized some things. But that was kind of crazy. Done with base game. Wow, wow, wow. There's 99 arcane, time to get some fate. We can still get more damage. We can get towards 99 fate, although we will never actually reach 99 fate. Eat this. Out of all these insane spells, Dragon Maw is just the most insane. Because of damage, yes, but actually, most importantly, because of the super armor. As I said earlier, this is the Lion's Claw of spells. And it's actually just better than Lion's Claw. With the right buffs at least. Okay, now Messmer. The question is, what against Messmer? I think magic would look sick here, so I wanna try that. Now go for the right magic buffs as well. And I'm dead, probably.
So restricted the grace of gold shadow.
Yeah.
Death. In the embrace of Messmer.
They start to be a bit problematic against truly aggressive bosses because of that. And there's like nothing I can do as well if I get unlucky. I think Dragon Maw as well, maybe from now on, is like clearly the best spell because I think it's the safest, honestly. No! Out of all, I'd actually had to do that. Oh, this time I survived, maybe? I mean, yeah, there's no way I can actually keep all the buffs. I will always run out in these fights. Yeah, sadly the Red attacks seem to stop working in the DLC. No! Oh my god, I was changing spells and I got hit. Fuck. Finish you with this. Or not. Please! Thank you. Okay. I mean, they... I don't want to say... I don't want to use the word fell off just yet. But it's not as impressive anymore in the DLC, so far at least. Well, it was really good against Rellana though, but Bayle and Messmer both were problematic with this. Like, yes, the damage is still high, but I keep dying or getting knocked out of the spells, sadly. We'll do fire here, definitely though. Gaius is kind of weak to it. Poline and fire, and Agile Theo Bayle's Tyranny, I think, and I will throw in not Dragon Glow, but Dragon Maw. Gaius can be tricky for sure. Let's try it anyways. Not bad damage. Jesus Christ. No way, I dodge. Oh. The easiest dodge in the game. And I did all, like everything perfect before that. Such a mood killer. Oh well. I'll take it, I guess. I'll take it. But it was really close to perfection. Actually, just really close to perfection. A win is a win, yes, yes, yes. It's just the bar is really high. The bar is really high with this weapon. So I keep trying to go for perfection. Like, if I seem annoyed at times, it's only because, like, the bar is super high. I still acknowledge the insane damage, even in the DLC here. Yeah, Agile, actually, I'm excited to see the Agile opening against Romina here. Should do wonders. I wonder if I immediately cast or if I wait, like, half a second. Do I have enough range to cast immediately? I think I should be able to hit. I can always quit out if I don't, I guess. I'll even try Cerulean Hidden here. Not that it really matters, probably, but... yeah, that was... stupid idea. I'm not sure whether I hit... Did I hit immediately? Does it just take a while? But now... okay. Well... now I hit her immediately, yes, but it also meant that I wasn't able to use it fully. But I think there's a sweet spot, maybe. To hit with the full thing. Ha! Perfect. Fuck yeah. Look at that. Wow. And goodbye. No, no way. Well, that still killed him. I killed her. Didn't realize I was going to get hit there. That was the perfect one. Yeah, I figured that there is a sweet spot there. And it's possible. Goddamn. Not quite one shot, but actually just insanely close to one shot Romina, of course. One shotting a late game DLC bosses. In new game bosses. Yeah, quite something. Level 200. Look at that, I was actually able to voice through something. That spell makes me happy, I gotta say. Glowy eyes in New Game Plus, 94k, not bad. Okay, what about Leda though? What do we want to do against her? Couple of possibly fun options. Go with Smaragd and also more, I guess.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
Needle Knight Leda.
Don't you dare interrupt my buffing.
We'll never allow this.
Ah, damn it, I won't be able to actually cast this. Hold it. Oh, there we go. Oh, but no mana. Wait, actually, I did have mana follow up. At least part of it. Okay, well, I guess Dane. A bit messy, but I'll take it, I guess. Get off me. There was definitely multiple ways to handle this. That worked. What about Consort? That's actually a good question. I guess Dragon more gaming would be what we wanna do, because I seriously doubt that we'll have time for any of the breath attacks. We can also try like Bayle's tyranny. Maybe. But the breath attacks are just not going to work. I need to be able to trade. So I'm thinking these three actually. Let's even try Stone Bob for the memes. Probably not gonna get a stagger, but who knows? Who knows, could happen. Alright, let's do it. Nice 8k. I want better attacks. Like this. And I miss. Nice. A lot comes down to RNG against this guy as well. Okay, well, just all of my buffs will run out. Not biggie. Still 5k though. This is very scary in second place. But the thing is, I don't have anything fast. If I knew he was already going to do that, I should have used one dragon more. I didn't realize it's already time. Ooh. Shit. No grab for you. It's a little bit scary because I think there was a way for me to die there if he went for the cross slash attack, for example. Yeah, a little bit tricky against Consort, but that does not come as a surprise. Good damage though still, even when I didn't have buffs active, it was like multiple K with one dragon more. Cinema. Could Malenia be even more cinema is the question. The thing that these dragon incants I think might lack is a solid fast option. Of course, against some of the bosses it doesn't matter. The damage is so high that you'll just kill the bosses before they even get to do anything, but against some of the DLC bosses and some late game base game bosses as well, it would have been nice to have some sort of fast option. There's no fast option among the dragon communicants. That's what Dragon Gold incantations do better. There's for example Lightning Spear. Okay, nice. Now time to cast Hull, it's fine I guess. Dog. Damn. Moved away. If I had Howl active, I would have been able to activate the second phase immediately. Huge damage though still. There we go. They are cinema spells. Definitely try Flame Lightning against Malenia here. Pollen and Fire maybe, yeah. Oh actually no, Fire and Lightning. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Obviously very fucking good damage, over 8k. But she hyper armored. She didn't actually get stunned by it. I didn't actually mean to do that follow-up. But once again, yeah, hyper armor. She does it quite often. She might not always do it, but she can do it. Like now, this one is free. Sure. Fuck me. Keep not being able to dodge this attack because I'm too close to the wall. Yeah. Second phase is tricky if I try to actually just bomb her. Kind of wanna also try out Dragon more maxed out. Let's try the damage with more for a change. This one doesn't have as good range as Bayle's Flame Lightning. 5k with one. It's not bad. It's a little bit less than Bayle's Flame Lightning though. But this doesn't force me to use Scorpion Charms. So it's safer for me. Oh, what the hell? My first fucking stagger. Crazy. Yeah.
Extraordinary.
Is Dragon Maw also... Dragon Maw is a little bit faster than Bayle's Flame Lightning, right? Or is it? Seems a bit faster. That was the answer again. This spell is quite something. And yeah, the one great thing about Dragon Maw is also the fact that it doesn't involve any Scorpion charm to get the highest damage. Blue Dancer charm doesn't actually have any downside. Also, that means that I can't get an elemental tier buff, but because the base damage is so high, Dragon Maw is just insane. Yeah, that was fun experimenting with Malenia though. Well, that has been fun. Over 10 hours. We've fought most bosses I'd like to do. I don't know if there's someone like FortiEnjoyer maybe, but it's just annoying to get to him. Too many of the remaining cool bosses are behind a lot of stuff. And it's been a long stream. Long 2 streams. On that note, we are done. Cinema. 10 hours, 10 minutes, holy. This is one of the longest runs. It's also a rare occasion when it's a long run, but that doesn't mean that it was a bad weapon. And time to rate it. That will be most interesting. The highest of the weapon were really high. And I mean, the lowest points weren't actually that low. Like, I mean, yeah, I struggled against Bayle. Yeah, most of the struggles were coming from the aura farming. That's like, the thing with a weapon like this, it kinda forces me to aura farm a bit and like actually chase the highest possible highs. Both like super high damage numbers, but also like stylish hits and kills and whatnot. And lore accuracy, like using Placidusax fucking spell against Bayle, which by the way sucked ass. But the Dragon Communion Seal and the tier list. Now, the only thing, I think there's only one thing this spell school is missing, and that's like a fast option. Something just even a little bit faster than what we have. This will be very high S tier, I mean S plus tier though. This also made me want to rerun that Gravelstone Seal to really compare, because it's kind of hard, because Gravelstone Seal was done a long time ago. About 200 runs ago. Which is just mad. So yeah, we're gonna do Gravelstone Seal rerun to be able to compare properly, but right now it's number 2 for me, which is still amazing. I had so much fun. I think these incants are absolute peak. You could say I'm a Dragon Incant Enjoyer when Gravelstone Seal is number 1 and Dragon Communion Seal is number 2. It's just amazing. Right now, number 2. And I'll have to do rerun with Gravelstone Seal, which actually we'll see if the rerun drops Gravelstone Seal placement. Also, I didn't have the DLC stuff with Gravelstone Seal, and I was not able to even try it in the DLC, so gonna do that soonish.